Are you going to be riding with the DDP for this one, or you think Khamzat is going to walk away the champion?
Actually, right now, it's hard to bet against DDP. I always bet against him, and he always shoot my mouth. But it's hard to bet against Khamzat. I think this fight can be really, really fast as the Whittaker fight. But I can see this fight going into the second, the third round, and then I see some advantage for Dricus. You know what I mean?
UFC 319 backup fighter Caio Borralho has sent a clear warning message, stating, "If we go by the logic, Chimaev has the better chance of pulling out, because he's done that a few times before. We know he trains like crazy, so he always gets hurt."
The guy's special. I've been in this game my whole life. I've never seen anything like him. He's special. He's different. He wants to fight again. So, you know, I've never been in a position where I'm like, who's next? How do we get him a fight? How do we get him over here? How do we do this? How do we do that? It's fun and I like it. And I think when you're a fight fan, a guy like this is the type of guy that you love to watch and follow and hate, you know, and whatever it might be. This guy is one of the most special fighters I've ever seen, if not the most special guy that I've ever come across. And he kept telling me leading up to this fight, "You think I'm a wrestler. You think I'm a wrestler. Wait till you see my hands." Holy he wasn't lying.
And that's not all. Dricus du Plessis fans are in complete panic mode after seeing their champion face-to-face with the massive Khamzat Chimaev in Chicago, with many saying they're changing my pick and predicting and new.
How are you, man? How are you doing, you man? You good? You too, and you too, man. Have a good weekend. See you on fight time, man. Gonna be a good one. Let's do it.
Tonight, we'll break down everything you need to know about this explosive situation unfolding in the Windy City. Now let's talk about what happened when these two warriors finally came face-to-face in Chicago, and why du Plessis fans are having second thoughts.
What about wolves do you like so much?
Wolves. They eat the meat. Like me. Eat them.
That was dark.
I got 100 on my dash, got 200 in my trunk. Name in the grab bags, put my Bible in the trunk. Like a fire on the top of my binocular, I'm drunk. How can I make a popular papa when I whoop?
Everybody, I come in for everybody, kill everybody.
So just smash everybody?
Anything, everything.
Dricus du Plessis.
Smash.
Whatever he throws, take it, please disregard for what they're throwing, and throw what you want to throw. Close your eyes. Throw as hard as you can. Literally looking exactly like me. Like works 60% of the time, every time.
The backstage encounter showed just how massive Khamzat Chimaev really is. Instagram comments exploded with reactions ranging from "changing my pick" to "and new." And that tells you everything you need to know about the visual impact Chimaev made.
I was blown away by Khamzat was his blend between his striking and his wrestling. And it's that little bit of that like level, feint, where my product placement goes, my high lows. And he's collecting data. He's trying to see, when I feint level change, is he looking to underhook? Is he looking to down block? Is he looking to frame? What is he doing? What data am I collecting? And me as even the pad holder, knowing what the combination is, I'm like, oh shit, so that was the thing that jumped off the page to me immediately. And the other thing that I really love about Khamzat's style is he doesn't employ two-part takedowns. He has a penetration step and he gets entered, he doesn't stop his feet. There's a carom that Randy always talked about off the cage. There's a bounce. So when you get that carom, it's the yank right off of it. So there's no two-part takedown when it comes to Khamzat. It's blast, go, and tear through that thing.
Coach Eric Nicksick, who has been in the opposite corner for two of Dricus' recent fights, didn't mince words about what makes Chimaev so dangerous. For Chimaev, it's the wrestling, but it's how he wrestles. The way he gets after these guys that stands out. He chains everything together so well, so quickly that it's hard to react and respond. What we saw in that face-off was a sneaky du Plessis. Notice how he appeared to be measuring reach with his left hand? That's a champion thinking tactically even in a casual encounter.
You know, I think Rob had been kind of overlooked in the last couple fights that he had in the way that he got beat by Dricus, and then he comes back the way he is. You know, Robert Whittaker, I think is champion for a long time. Had it not been for Israel Adesanya, it's like there's always somebody's kryptonite that comes into play. Robert Whittaker should go down as one of the best middleweights to ever do it in this sport.
Yeah,
like he's unbelievable. So this is the matchup we need to see from both fighters.
Yeah,
to see how good Khamzat actually is. Like, would you be surprised if Khamzat blew through Robert Whittaker? No, you wouldn't. Would you be surprised if Whittaker blew through Khamzat? No, you wouldn't. So this is just one of those fights where I think like you want to see how good Khamzat really is. Mm-hmm. That's the one that can be like, oh, dude, this guy's for real. That this is the fight that he can do that in.
But the size difference was undeniable. Borralho himself commented on Chimaev's appearance. The thing that concerns me about Chimaev is regarding his weight. I saw a picture, and he looks freaking huge, man. We know he sometimes has a hard time making weight. When your own backup fighter is commenting on how massive the challenger looks, that should tell you something about the physical presence Chimaev brings to this fight.
If they announce this rematch as the headliner for UFC 300, I think I speak for the fan base. We're going to be thrilled.
Yeah, I definitely would. I would love that opportunity to compete again. Hats off to Dricus and his team. They fought brilliantly, classy individual. Like I'm glad they're getting their shine. I truly am. Like if we were going to lose, I'm glad we lost to Dricus and his team, and I'm glad they're getting their shine and along with their country. But as a competitor, yes, absolutely, man. I would love that opportunity to be able to go and compete against again and make some adjustments and go out and try to get that belt back.
To understand why this matchup is so compelling and so unpredictable, we need to look at what each man brings to the octagon.
Give me somebody, bro. Just listen. Doesn't matter. I quit the God, bro.
You talk a lot, but you just mentioned...
I don't talk a lot. You talk a lot, brother.
Give me champion, 84 kilos, 77 kilos. I'm gonna smash both. Same day.
Hey, so what now? Say something! So what now? I'm all you boys! This is just...
They stop that. I don't know. I wanna continue that. Hey, this is Chechen, motherfucker. Shut up, guys.
I come here for everybody. Kill everybody. I'm the champ. I'm the king. Kill everybody. Ah!
Khamzat Chimaev is what Georges St-Pierre would call an athlete. Everything is well-trained and timed. He's a buzzsaw prepared to cut through his opponent's defensive barriers as quickly as possible. His record speaks for itself, undefeated with an 86% finishing rate.
It's easy to say when you're sitting down and you're talking. It's harder when you fight, you know. How would I do with Khamzat? I'm gonna have to make a big assessment, but normally that's what I do before I fight someone. I watch all the tape, and it's not something that I've done. I've seen Khamzat fight. He's very, very good. He's got a great pressure style, very aggressive. His toughest fight was with Gilbert Burns, you know, and Gilbert Burns hurt him a few times. If let's say I would have to get ready to fight in a hypothetical world against Khamzat, I'm gonna have to look at all those videos of what he does well, what he doesn't do so well, what is, I believe, his weakness.
But here's the catch. He's never gone a full 25 minutes. He's only gone past the 7-minute mark twice in his entire MMA career. Dricus du Plessis, on the other hand, is what St-Pierre would classify as a fighter. He goes forward and swings, standing top or bottom. It doesn't matter. He's giving everything for the duration of the fight. And here's the kicker. He's never dropped a single middleweight contest.
Did you get the revenge for Sean Strickland against Dricus du Plessis on the paintball field? Or what?
Headshot, got him. See, here's the thing with Dricus. Dricus is like a Shrek build. He's got these big hands and he's like hiding behind the barrier, but his hand's like sticking out. And I'm like, bro, that's easy. That's Dricus. Doom, shot him in the hand. Next time he's like running, like they just sent him running across the field. Like, come on, bro. And we just headshot, got Dricus. So that was payback.
Coach Nicksick perfectly captured du Plessis' approach. His striking looks awkward and funky, but what he does well is stay busy, keep throwing things, and he's able to do that for 5 rounds. The South African champion has an incredible history of fighting out of bad positions. He's literally pulled fighters on top of him, only to get up moments later. Against Robert Whittaker, Derek Brunson, Brad Tavares, every time he's been in trouble, he's found a way out. But can he do it against a wrestler of Chimaev's caliber? That's the million-dollar question.
And now I'm getting praise for my championship round performances. Do you think anybody would have ever said after the first round, Dricus has a chance? No, it was literally the opposite. After round 1, Dricus is done. That's what they said with Strickland. First time, that's what they said with Whittaker. That's what they said.
This is huge, fight fans. If Chimaev has truly solved his cardio issues, then du Plessis' entire game plan of surviving early and taking over late could be in serious jeopardy. Suddenly, those panicked du Plessis fans might be onto something. How does this all play out on Saturday night? Let's break down the paths to victory. For Chimaev, it's simple. Get out there, get after him, and get it over with quickly. He needs to replicate what he did to Robert Whittaker. Take du Plessis down in the first 30 seconds and never let him recover. For du Plessis, survival is key. He has to get through the early rounds, drag Chimaev into deep waters, and capitalize in the later rounds, where we've historically seen the challenger slow down.
What is your message to some critics who say your cardio is not there? 1 round, after the first round, you're not the same. What is your message to people who doubt your cardio, for example?
If they see any fighter, they undefeated in my weight class. No, it's only me. I don't know what to say, and getting tired. I smashed the guys, bro. It doesn't matter. Critic or not critic. I'm the millionaire. At the end of these guys were sitting on the drinking beer, I'm working hard. Fight.
But here's the X factor. If Chimaev's cardio improvements are real, if he can maintain his wrestling pressure for 25 minutes, then we might see a complete domination. As Coach Nicksick perfectly summed it up, if it ends early, it's one result, and if it ends late, it's the other. The question is, which Chimaev shows up? The early round destroyer we've always known, or the evolved version with championship cardio? Fight fans, UFC 319 is shaping up to be one of those nights where everything we think we know could be thrown out the window. We have a backup fighter raising suspicions about behind-the-scenes issues. We have fans panicking after seeing the size difference between these two warriors. And we have potential game-changing improvements to Chimaev's biggest weakness. UFC 319 goes down this Saturday, August 16th at the United Center in Chicago. Early prelims start at 6 p.m. Eastern, prelims at 8 p.m., and the main card kicks off at 10 p.m. Don't blink, because with these two fighters, everything can change in an instant. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you fight night.